Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Krashy, and today we're going to be jumping into a VOD review with Furious. Just a ridiculous player. Actually finds himself in first place on day 2 of the FNCS week 2. So he's going to be moving on to the finals. And wow, I mean, he just had a really consistent performance. He's a very strong controller player. I myself am not personally too familiar with him, but I'm very excited to jump into this one. So I definitely hope that you enjoy it. If you do enjoy this, consider subscribing and leave a like on the video. It would definitely help me out. I appreciate it so much. I hope you enjoy it. 3. He finds a shotgun in the 50 pot really early, which is great. And landing at Lazy Lake. So Lazy Lake right now contested by 3 total players, which is, damn, that's really good, right? And he's going to be full shielded by the time he's ready to go in. Should switch title, then Furious would join the stream. Trust. I don't know if that's a thing, right? I just want to see. I wonder why he's not deciding to just shield up right now. That makes me a little anxious. Like, what if someone was pushing him? Not that it matters, because I really doubt that would happen. So now he's gonna shield up. Okay, he's gonna fish. Okay. Yeah, if he can get this whole outer area's worth of loot, why not? Look, very smart to just consistently put himself in a situation or a position where he doesn't accidentally ruin his own game, right? But his whole goal is just getting all this loot. I mean, this is so good. This is a ton of loot, right? Like, this is so much loot for free. Dude, he got 3 slurp fish back to back to back. Okay, so early, severely doubt he knows there's a player in here, but now the player knows he's here. He heard the shotgun. Okay, so this is important. So luckily he has a slurp fish. Really easy kill. I remember watching this one on stream. So I mean, there's not much to say there, right? Like, the player just made that fight super easy for him. Like, super easy. So he's got, I mean, he's obviously got a ton of free space here, right? There's no one loot pathing out here. He got the heavy sniper for free, so he can assume that all of this is just free reign. Really, all he needs is like more ammo and like maybe a better AR and a better shotgun. But otherwise, he's basically max materials. Paper's hiding or chilling up on this mountain, so we'll see if this like breaks into a fight or turns into something. Hell, we'll see if he keys them. I kind of doubt it, right? This is a bit of a deeper stage in the game, especially this is even early on, so I doubt he just like randomly decides to start keying people. Alright. We're vibing, watching him rotate. I haven't actually looked at zone. Let me go ahead and do that. I guess I should do that. Where's he at right now? He's over here by the dam. Yeah, so he's the only person by the dam. This has all been looted, so he's just kind of like picking up the scraps, or maybe he goes for this drop. That's not bad. Definitely is in a decent position, although someone could definitely go for it, which it looks like they are. Obviously, we know that. So he's gonna go for it. He should see this player now. Roller. I wonder if he disengages, right? Like, you're not gonna beat him there. You would have to fight him for it. Definitely don't think it's worth it. He's just kind of like hanging out to see. He's looking for a lot of potential. He's got the heavy snipe. There's no like clear objective for him right now. Ooh, that's a good hit. Now he has storm tags, you know what I mean? So now we got a zone shift, and he's right here on the edge of it, and he can position really easily here, and that's what we're gonna look to see him do, right? I think this is really interesting. So dude, he's getting so much free tags. All of these could be kills too, right? Like if the shot just lined up right. He is like absolutely chilling. So if this turns into like a gigantic stacker, he's got, 252 damage to sit on. And a kill, right? Because he killed the player earlier. He's so open with what he wants to do because it's just like rotate time, right? And even if people are shooting at, like, even if he's shooting at people, it doesn't have to break into a big fight, especially considering he's using a heavy sniper. He's just gonna take this over. He's looking for kills, man. He's not even like worried about just like monopolizing and taking over the area. Like he knows he's in a decent position. He can do that in here in a bit, so he's just gonna look for some extra kills or try to catch something if he can. Yet up Strife, how's it going? Samurai again. Hey, thanks for hanging out. I don't know if I said that earlier. Not saving so I can VOD review. Aw, that's not good. Look at this. I love watching him do this, right? Like he's headhunting. Like this could be free kills. This is all free points. The only issue he's got to think about is like his ammo count, but he had like 30 something bullets when he found the heavy, so I don't think it's bad. That's another big hit, right? I mean, he's hit 3 heavy snipes already. Even though they're not equating to kills, it doesn't really matter. He's like set himself up for great damage. He's even being like sneaky. Like, does he want to fight someone? He might just fight this guy right here. Nah, not worth. Yep. Hey, doesn't hurt to peek it, right? Like, doesn't hurt to try to see if there's something for you. Alright, so he got zone and now he's just sniping. This has been a good game for him based on zone. That was a good block, right? Uses his wood to just go on ahead and, you know, kind of keep the integrity of the rest of his base. So just for the sake of going ahead and looking at it, we'll look at zone. So he is in a very congested part of the zone because everybody's going to be coming in. We're going to have a lot of this going on. But Furious doesn't really need to leave. Hear me out. If there was like a really easy path to maybe pull inward a little bit more, he could probably take it. But in a more realistic scenario, he's probably not going to go anywhere. So this is like refarm time, right? Like take over, make sure you can take as much of this spot as you can. Make sure that people don't like come in and kind of like cook your positioning. So we'll see what he does. He's not, look, you can tell by his body language, like his in-game body language, you can tell that he's not afraid to take one of these fights if he needs to. He's actually ready for it, which is important, right? Because you can't, and I've said this before, you can't play scared all the time. He might psycho this player, I'm not gonna lie. It would not surprise me. And there it is. Let's see how much he pursues this, though. Because he's in the box. Jump in. I don't know if he'll completely send this, but he knows he destroyed that guy. And whether or not this turns into a kill, I'm not sure it actually matters. And it's gonna turn into a kill. Yep. So again, the thing to note about this is that he was ready and willing for this kill. Like he was excited about getting this kill. He was ready for it. He's not going to get any of that loot. He's just going to back up. He doesn't want to like throw his game, so he's just going to put himself back in his base. It's unfortunate because there was at least like an AR upgrade, but hey, look at the bright side. He got some more ammo because he needed more sniper rounds. Also, does he own some of this? I don't think he does, and he's not loaded, so he can't really catch that player easily. He might go back for some of this loot. That wouldn't surprise me too much, just to see what he can get out of it. Okay, yeah, so he's kind of like really looking around. Oh, careful, careful. All right. Can take a small shot for that. But again, this is Furious, and we're talking about close range box fights. Like, he doesn't care. He can pop this big and then get that, this blue AR upgrade. He sat in a queue and lost first place because of that? That's unfortunate. He's gonna psycho soon? Oh yeah, absolutely. He's gonna turn on the gas, right? Okay, so this is where things get interesting. This is what we need to see. He's not far from half and half. When does he leave, right? All right, catches some mats. It's time to go. I love this. He sees that player building behind him. Be ready to block. Cool. He just needs to get in. He's not even far. Perfect. Beautiful. Got in real quick. Might even psycho the player. Look at that. Thought about it for a second. This is where we look to hold, right? But he got in quick. He was real decisive about what he wanted to do. Didn't think about it too long. Roller Kid warming up in creative? No, I haven't. This position is normal. Yeah, I mean, it's not like he can go much deeper, nor should he even try, because that's risky. But the layer sucks, right? I wouldn't mind watching him go up. He tries to catch Rogue Shark there, doesn't grab it. Yeah, I wouldn't mind watching him go up like a few layers. Or I mean, I would try to do that if you can, but at the same time, sometimes overdoing things or doing too much can get you killed. Look, he's looking for control. That's his wall. Boom, finds a free kill, easy. I mean, again, this is just positioning based on where he's at. Gets a small shotgun upgrade, so that's good. Turning into a box fight, I mean, hear me out. Controller players are not afraid of box fights. He has extra materials. There's literally no risk here except for just losing the fight, which again, we're watching a controller player, and I mean, this is not me complaining. This is me just speaking on strength, right? Like, this is not super complicated to try to understand. All right, first moving is going to be moving back inward. No pad, so we have to watch and see what he does. And again, this is just a box fight based on circumstance. Like, neither one of these players wants to let the other one rest. Looks and finds a big shot instantly. This player is in a really crappy position because he's taking health damage. He's just trying to get out of there. So even if Furious doesn't find this kill, which he might not. I mean, this is an awkward fight, right? Yeah, he doesn't even want to take this unless he can use the heavy sniper to do it. He's severely hurt him, so we'll see. I kind of expect him to give up on this here in a second, because it's just an awkward position. And at the end of the day, this is not what the focus is. He needs to move. Getting spammed a little bit. And, this is what using wood in these situations will do to you. Now he's just rotating, using this to layer. Like, you see him blocking the back, a really important little nuanced detail. Even again, I wouldn't mind seeing him do it again. Block the back. Gets himself through the wall. Gotta be careful because of the reboot. Gotta have that game sense to know that the reboot's nearby. Or, you know, can be. I can't even tell where it is. Like, he might be past it. Drops Avery in the box. Will he go for the finish? Maybe, but you don't want to hang up on it, right? Like, especially with a little bit of focus. So, gets a small refresh just based on that player getting that kill or whatever the case may be, but now he's like riding edge, which is okay. He has the one slurp fish, and it actually goes back. He made it in. I didn't even realize he'd made it all the way in. Little upgrades. He's gonna go ahead and eat that and take 3 floppers. That's a great little change, you know, little exchange. So he can just keep playing this layer. He's like mostly on his own, and since the storm goes back a little bit, this is fine. I want to see him block his back. At any moment, someone could be creeping. Player right ahead of him. Does he just psycho it? No. Kind of hard to see what really happened there, but a nice layer change, right? To just get away from it. And you want to try to catch all the little details of what he does that keeps him safe, right? Because that's where, you know, someone like us would make these mistakes. But gets himself in. He's staying ahead of it, which is so important. Like, you don't want to see him pause too much. Like, look at Stormline, where a lot of people are starting to get congested and probably dying out on the low ground. He made it where he needed to be. He's being really efficient with, like, his positioning, I feel like, in a certain sense. This is a little scuff situation. Really wants to just change and get away from this, but he knows he's going to have to go for it at some point, and just goes for the Psycho, right? Like, at that point, Psycho number 2, all right, finds a couple of kills. He has floppers here, so he can take some time. And this is where the experience has to pay off, right? Alright, eats a flopper. No pad. Beams this player in the back. Again, gotta keep himself moving though. Did he get the kill for that? Don't think so. So now he's on Stormline. This is sus as hell. This is all reactionary gameplay now. And now, dude, he just cranked and took height like that for free? Okay. Alright, that's a little crazy. Nate Hill gets taken out, and he's in a perfect position to win the game now. He's actually dropping for loot. I think he thought he saw a purple pump. Or a gold pump. So that was kind of a waste, but, I mean, you can't really blame him for thinking he had a purple pump there, right? Like, that could be a game-winning situation. And he has nuts mats. And at this point, when you find yourself in this situation, the game is pretty much over, right? Like, you're gonna win unless you throw. You don't even have to slay out. You can just play. Oh, grappler in place though. Still, that's definitely something you have to think about. You gotta control height. I mean, really, like, I feel like the takeaways from this gameplay, because I always try to do that, is like he played in a way that kept him ahead of zone, and he made like necessary blocks and layer changes that kind of gave him wins, right? Drops down, hits a shot, loses height control. Did he hit that shot? No. Lands that shot though. Ah, and gets taken down. I feel like losing height was probably his biggest mistake, right? Didn't go back enough. Alright. Alright, so let's watch this again. I feel like giving up height here when you have 400 mats, it's probably the biggest mistake. Like dropping down for the shot when like this was a huge mistake, because now you've given up your guaranteed win in a sense. Like, yeah, you can't guarantee it, but you shouldn't really give that up and like throw away your potential win condition. So let me think. Let me try to recap. Early game, finding a lot of damage, really taking advantage of, you know, like not having to fight. He did not force a fight. He had a fight forced on him. He won it. Did a nice formidable loop path. Was very quick on rotations almost every single time. Every time there was like a new zone, he was pretty quick on it. And then obviously he's just really good at fighting. I don't know, man. It feels pretty standard gameplay to me. Like he just executed pretty perfectly.